probably heard of me. I've had a lot of unpleasant publicity about the fight between Wade Barnett and my father.
Gloria Grant. Grant was my mother's name.
Young Stanfield, better than anyone else, knows that what I want, I get.
I'm always interested in anything electrical.
Created the greatest, most far-reaching invention of the age. It was the vanishing ray. You could learn all their secrets.
Well, hello everyone out there in internet land, it's me, Bobby Roquefort, and I am joined, as usual, by my friend, the Baron of Blueberry Hill.
Hello there.
And we're coming at you with more of the serial, The Vanishing Shadow. So, do you think anyone's gonna die in this one?
I kind of thought someone was going to die in the last one, but so far no one's died really at all.
It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it kind of keeps the stakes pretty low.
There was a pretty serious car wreck in the last one. Do you think anyone's gonna die from that?
Seeing as that car had like 3 of the protagonists, I very much doubt it.
Yeah, even though that car was in a really, really bad way.
Oh yeah, in real life they'd probably all be dead.
I think even if they jumped out of the car, they'd be really injured.
Yeah, the suspension of disbelief is starting to fray.
Well, let's see if anyone dies or if they finally bring out the robot.
You know, they call it a universal picture, but it's clearly Earth-centric.
I suppose they're only playing to their audience.
Yes, it's time for more of The Vanishing Shadow.
Yeah, we've seen these names before.
What is het short for?
Hetero, maybe? Hetero Mannheim?
Talk about overcompensating.
With Onslow Stevens as the cousin of the Thin Man.
He is quite the beanpole, isn't he? We have still not seen her in that hairstyle or getup.
Wade really is an insufferable villain.
And Van Dorn here really is a realistic portrayal of a mad scientist.
And Dorgan sure is a loyal gopher.
I can't wait for robot action, come on.
Chapter 8, The Shadow of Death.
And lo, though I shall walk through the valley of the vanishing shadow, I shall fear no robot.
Again, we ain't reading that.
It's barely legible on this print anyway.
All you really have to know from the last episode is that they finally rescued Van Dorn, and then they got into a car accident that would have killed someone in real life.
Yeah, and we'll just have to see how they got themselves out of this one.
I mean, Stan, he survived a plane crash. You'd think a car crash will do anything. I don't think so.
Yeah, I almost forgot he did survive a plane crash.
Hey, don't the henchmen still have the death ray?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot they still have one of them, thanks to Stan not picking it up when he could have.
The Grapes of Wrath 2, The Revenge of Rose of Sharon.
You know, this is slightly more interesting than the car chases in Roger Corman's The Fast and the Furious. Just a little bit.
We're soon to forget that when this came out, all these cars and things, all this was top of the line.
Yeah, these were not old cars. They were brand spanking new.
That really was the fault of the other car going down the middle of the road.
Yeah. Ooh, that's still hard to watch, even though I know they're all dummies. Yeah, dead. They would be dead.
Oh, they didn't leap out.
Ooh, don't move her spine around. Hey, have you been helped?
Have they been helped?
Where are they, Kent? What happened? Stanfield's car with the girl and Van Dorn went over this bank.
A bit cold, Van Dorn, but I get it.
Yeah, I don't really blame him. These thugs should not have access to this technology.
Watch your step now, boys. These birds are tricky.
The only reason they're tricky to you is because you're dumb as hell.
Stan must have like a super healing ability because this is ridiculous.
And Gloria's fine too, okay.
Are you all right, Gloria?
Watch yourself, Stanfield.
Because we're really bad at watching you.
Should we call AAA for him, boss?
What are you talking about? We're taking him prisoner, you idiot.
Say, Dorgan, Van Dorn isn't here. What? He must have gone away. Well, let him go. We got these two. They're the ones we want.
Uh-huh.
Get him in the car. All right, up the bank.
But he's the one with the invisible ray. He could come back and kill us.
I know he keeps threatening to kill us, but come on, what are the odds he's actually gonna do it?
Stand where you are, every one of you.
You're on candid camera.
Drop your guns.
Oh god, it's actually working.
Stanfield, get my destroying ray from him.
Yeah? Well, try and get it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Stan could take it from him. Again.
I'm gonna give this electrical wizard a taste of his own medicine.
Drop that gun. Drop it, I say.
Once again, Dorgan snatches defeat from the jaws of victory.
All right, Van Dorn, just take them all out.
All right, Stanfield. Collect their guns, take their car, and get Gloria away from here.
Get that one, Gloria.
I'll take care of these fellows.
Do it, do it, do it.
I just want to point out that there was a crash, but it was not the least bit tragic.
Yeah, that was false advertising.
We'll wait here till those crooks leave. Then we can return and get Professor Van Dorn.
Yes, we certainly can't leave him there, Murphy.
Ta-da!
We owe our estate to him.
To the Vanishing Ray, you mean?
Oh!
The Vanishing Ray is a truly marvelous invention, but I dread to think what would happen if my father's men had gotten in possession of it.
I was thinking of that. This experience has taught me a lesson. I'm going to put an end to this Tribune fight once and for all.
How?
By having a showdown with your father right now. Get in, Professor!
Oh, finally.
Yeah, he should have done this in the second episode. All right, men, let's get back to the pines and change our pants.
Van Dorn's tricked us. He's gone. Kent, snap into it. You and Stroud report to Burnett at his office.
And what are you going to do, Dorgan?
You're going to drop me in Badgered Van Dorn's place. We're going to give that bird a lesson he won't forget in a hurry.
Dude, you are miles from the house.
Come on, Badger.
Oh, I forgot they had 2 cars.
Yeah, Van Dorn should have punctured the
There's
tires
nothing funny
or,
about
you know,
Van
taken out
Dorn,
the
and I-
distributor cap or
There's
something.
nothing funny about it. He's an electrical wizard, that's all, and... I got it.
Got what?
When we get to Van Dorn's place, we'll keep under cover and find out how he does this disappearing trick. Come on.
If Van Dorn doesn't kill them or, you know, one of his death traps doesn't, I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, they are really asking for it.
Meanwhile, in Boardwalk Empire...
Blug must have had a different meaning back then.
I'm going to leave you now, Gloria. Van Dorn will see you home. I want to get to your father's office before Dorgan and his men have time to get here.
Stanley, please be careful.
Now, don't you worry. I'll see you later at the Tribune and tell you what happened. Well, thank you for the torch, Professor.
Oh, Stan, no, you should all go in right now and settle this. None of this... Oh, God.
They should go to McDonald's office until the heat dies down.
And I bet they're hungry.
Kick his ass, Stan.
You're going.
Going in to see Barnett.
You can't go in there unannounced. Mr. Barnett is busy.
Well, I'm busy, too. I'll announce myself.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, Stanfield, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Come to have a definite understanding with you, Barnett.
Oh, that's fine, Stanfield. You've come to accept my proposition and sell me your Tribune stock?
I've come to be invisible and
You know,
kick
my
ass,
stock's not for
and I'm
sale.
all out of invisible.
I bet that sounded better in your head.
I'm
little.
determined to get control of the Tribune. If you continue to oppose me, I'll crush you.
It sounds just like you. I haven't forgotten that it was your attempts to crush my father that caused his death. You want control of the Tribune because it has the power to expose you for the crook you are. But you'll never get it.
No?
No, you're never going to get it.
Talk is cheap, Stanfield.
Get him, Stan.
You don't control the Tribune, and it's an open fight.
But I will control it after the election. And that's what I'm here for now, to demand that you as secretary...
Oh, this is so hot. Ooh.
And this time it'll be held in the offices of the Tribune where it should be legally held.
Yeah? Now let me tell you something.
The tow truck was
I know
invented
that
in
McDonald
Chattanooga,
intends to police
Tennessee.
Dr.
Now, ain't that
If it
something?
comes to a vote between you, you can beat me. But there won't be any vote from you. For when that meeting is held, neither you nor any stock carrying your name will be represented.
Because you will be dead.
Can't stop me, Barnett, and you know it.
I've got you stopped right now.
Ooh, I wasn't far off.
See, Stan, should have brought the death ray.
See, I always win.
Used to be like that, but times have changed.
What do you mean?
Just this.
Yes!
I love how his secretary just does not care.
Yeah, he's very entertained by this. Come on, Stan. Get him in a headlock. And for all of his bluster, Barnett is a whiny little puke.
Oh, you brute, you brute, you brute, you brute.
Yep, should have brought the death ray, Stan.
Stan is really holding his own, though.
I mean, he did beat the crap out of them when they had the death ray on them.
Just what Barnett needs, the tender touch of a drunk secretary.
Oh, and it's a flying leap off the desk.
Wow.
Barnett's thugs are so useless. Well, that could have gone better.
Oh, he beat us up again, boss.
What am I paying you for?
We're in luck. Van Dorn hasn't arrived yet, and I found a way to get into the office. Come on.
You know, the office building itself should provide more security than it does.
Yeah, I'd have some serious complaints if I was a tenant there and, like, anyone could just walk in.
Maybe Van Dorn's on the right track.
Tricky looking, ain't it?
Can I put my tongue on it, boss?
Oh, they're not dead yet.
Hi, robot, I'm home. Where'd that scream come from? Alright, never mind that.
Stop the presses, start the presses, oh, they never make up their mind.
Mr. McDonald, I'm worried. Mr. Stanfield should have been here by now.
Maybe he got stuck in the drive-thru.
Your father would hardly do Stanfield bodily injury in his own office.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Oh, McDonald, well, Gloria, I didn't expect to see you here so soon.
Professor Van Dorn brought me directly here. But what happened? You're all...
Well, you see, I met your father, and then I was mussed up a bit.
What happened, Stanfield?
Well, we...
Attempted murder, that's what it was.
His Spider-Man noir costume needs a little work.
Oh, come on, Van Dorn, take it off.
Oh, fire bad. What does all this stuff do, anyway?
I think Van Dorn is just extra.
Oh yeah, take it off.
He's just puttering around at this point.
Oh God, he's gonna kill us, isn't he?
He's a Steel Town scientist.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
We've got to be mighty careful from now on. Barnett knows he's licked if it goes to a vote, and he'll stop at nothing.
Well, don't worry, I'm not going to take any more chances.
Unless it's at the track.
The first thing I'm going to do is get my Tribune shares out of Van Dorn's safe and put them in the bank with yours.
Wait a minute. You'd better phone Professor Van Dorn to bring those here. It's too risky going yourself.
That's a good idea. I never thought of that.
Why does Gloria have furry shoulders?
Furry shoulders are murder.
Daredevils of the Fiery Circle.
I can't wait till you get back to that one, Russ.
Van Dorn does not have good peripheral vision.
Hello? Van Dorn speaking. Hello, Professor. This is Stanfield.
Oh, yes, Stan. How did you make out?
Oh.
Oh, to shreds, you
I'm
say?
afraid Barnett would try something like that if he went to his office. See, I wonder if you'd mind bringing my Tribune shares over to McDonald's office.
Well, that's a needless risk, Stan.
Oh, take 'em out, put 'em in, take 'em out, put 'em in. I wish they'd make up their minds what they want to do with it.
He's got your property.
Should have just left him in the bank.
It's very important.
All right. I'll bring them right over. Well, don't worry about me. I'll wear the Vanishing Ray and be in McDonald's office without anyone knowing it. I'll test it out again right now.
You know, for fun, not for any, sort of fetish purposes.
You better make out another proxy for me. I destroyed the one you gave me when I was captured by Barnett's men.
That was pretty cool.
You'd better
Too bad
make
the
out
audience
one for
couldn't
me.
see it.
Then, if anything happens to either of us, the other has the power to act.
That's a good idea.
Alright, who wants a Big Mac?
What is their plan?
They're the dog that caught the car at this point. Should have just left it on.
If he had this place rigged properly, like with an alarm, he would have known before he got here that someone was here.
If it's non-lethal, he's not interested. I could read your lips, Van Dorn. Not that I really had to. I'm just saying I could. You programmed it into me for some reason. By the way, there's a couple of guys in here. Just thought you should know. Okay.
Stan should have just left him in the bank in the first place.
Ah, damn it.
There won't be any place on this planet you can hide from me. You're all dead.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Tied up with my own extension cords.
Be careful of him. Don't give him a chance to use that disappearing gag of his or we can't handle him.
You can barely handle visible people.
Well, that settles Stanfield's Tribune stock.
And his chicken stock.
Now to the Tribune office to get Stanfield the proxies that he gave McDonald.
I don't understand these proxies. What good are they?
I don't either. All I know is that we're to get them.
That's not going to be easy. You can't get in McDonald's office without being stopped.
I won't be stopped. Not when I have on the professor's Vanishing Ray. Help me get the harness off of him.
Wow, can these guys even read?
Oh, come on. They observed him once. There's no way they know how to activate it properly.
Yeah, they're gonna mess it up somehow.
You wait here and keep your eyes open.
I'm gonna put on a little show for you. Yeah. You know, if they both have the proxies, it really shouldn't matter whose possession they're actually in at the time.
Yeah, it's the whole reason why you have the proxy in the first place.
Here's a proxy to vote my Tribune chair, Stanfield.
And there's mine to you. Now, if anything happens to either of us, the other will be able to act.
Well, that just means I have to kill you both.
You know, with this technology, Dorgan could just cut Bornet out of the equation entirely.
I wish Professor Van Dorn would hurry with your stock certificates.
Oh, he'll be here any minute, Glory. He said he'd wear the Vanishing Ray, so we know nothing can happen to him.
And they're not noticing the door opening? Oh, come on.
Oh, here he is now. Nice work, Professor. Now show yourself and let's have it.
Poor choice of words.
It's a great idea. Let's have him.
Dorgan.
Hand over those proxies.
He doesn't know what a proxy is. They could just hand him anything.
Oh, not much of a cliffhanger.
What are they calling the next episode?
See Blazing Bulkheads, Chapter 9 of the Vanishing Shadow serial, to be shown at this theater next week.
Is that anything like Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Bulkheads.
Blazing Bulkheads. I am down for that. Okay, I'm sold.
So, the title of this episode was a total misnomer.
Yep, false advertising. There was no shadow of death.
It was maybe a shadow of a couple of ass whoopings.
Yeah, death not so much.
I hope Doria has finally learned her lesson that her pa, he's completely irredeemable.
Yeah, that was undeniable attempted murder.
Goes to show how desperate Barnett really is.
Yeah, all his wealth is a house of cards, isn't it?
That's usually how these oligarchs work.
Yep, inflated egos and a whole lot of bluster.
So, 4 more episodes left. You think the robot's gonna make an appearance?
In the next episode? I hope so. That would be an easy way for Van Dorn to get out of his predicament.
Like, hey robot, come over here and untie me.
I think it would have to break down a door, though.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, just pointing out the layout of Van Dorn's office.
You know, I just thought of something. Van Dorn is presumably renting his office space, right?
I think we can presume that, yes.
You think the rental company knows about all those modifications he's done to the property?
That's a great point. I'm sure they do not.
They're not going to be too happy if they find out.
Yeah, they're going to probably take some issues with his decisions.
The place probably isn't even zoned for what he's doing.
I'd kind of hate to be, like, in the neighboring office, you know?
I imagine if there's, like, a dental technician next door, they're going to be lodging a lot of complaints.
Why does Van Dorn even need this place? He has his own lab outside of town.
Well, maybe he won't have his office in the city much longer if, it goes up in a blaze of bulkheads.
Hello there, friends. It's your old pal, Bobby Roquefort. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you'd like more of that, unsubscribe to our channel. And if you didn't, well, I don't know what to tell you. But we do have more videos over here if you want to see more of what we've already got up. That's it. Help me.